What's going on, everybody? My name's Dave. Welcome to another exciting episode of Crypto Awesome, where crypto is simplified and awesomeness is amplified. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. We have another mint cycle happening today, and got the awesome dragon back there. But anyways, how's everybody doing? Put it in the comments. How you doing? Ask me any questions. We have a mint cycle coming up. Mint cycle number 3 is coming up here in less than an hour for AwesomeX. So I just want to jump on. I'm inviting some people on. We'll see who shows up. Hopefully we can get Steve DeFi on to talk about AwesomeV today. I'm not sure. I haven't had a confirmation on that yet. I had a confirmation, but then I didn't. It was on me because I was too busy to post this this stream. I didn't even make a screenshot of it until just now. So anyways, hopefully Steve's available to jump on and talk about AwesomeV. I want you guys to hear about that. If he's not able to, then I want him to reveal it. I don't really want to reveal it without Steve, but he showed me some mock-ups and it's pretty epic, actually. What's up, Amity? Thanks for joining. Yes, this is awesome. titanx ecosystem is awesome. We are all awesome together, especially when we band together and work as one impenetrable unit, all to burn titanx, like with one goal in mind. We have a lot of power here, and I'm really, really honored and blessed to be part of this team, to be a builder in the community. And just remember, all the builders, we all started as community members, and we're still community members. We're just also builders. So yeah, it's such a great community. We have the best community, not only in crypto, but on the whole internet, I think. Prove me wrong, But anyways, so today, guys, let's talk a little bit about, I mean, the actual post for this has a whole bunch of information about the AwesomeX Universe. Now, AwesomeV is just one. It's just one, well, not just one. I mean, goodness gracious, AwesomeV is going to be epic because it's Volt on AwesomeX using AwesomeX as an input token. So, I mean, it's going to be really powerful. It's going to thicken the liquidity pools. It's got many actual use cases, and plus when the Volt wheel comes out and he's connecting all of the pillars, it's really, I mean, I don't know what's in store for Volt especially, but also for AwesomeX being used as the input token for AwesomeV. And that's just the first one. In fact, there's multiple. When I started counting them today, there's over 11 protocols being built on top of AwesomeX already in the first 2 weeks. We should actually do a little screen share so I can show you some fun stats on the first 2 weeks before we mint again. Let me show you some stats here. Let me share the screen. Boom. Yeah, baby. Check this out. I love this website. We did such a good job, and I'm going to pat myself on the back here. But, I have a great team. Both the Accelerate team has just really, I mean, amazing. We also have the Launchpad. So let me just show you some of the new things that we have on the site right now. We added this buy button here, which happens, you can click on that and it takes you straight to the Uniswap embed, to where you, if we're not minting at the time, because we only mint on Fridays, you can actually get in here and buy some if you want through Uniswap, and it's just directly on the website. The other thing is the Launchpad. Boom. We have 1 day and 0 hours and 50 minutes until you can submit for the first round. So if you have a Launchpad idea, which we have a handful of pretty amazing Launchpad ideas, guys. So if you have an idea on what to build, it's super simple to fill this out and then submit it. But you got a day, and there will be more submissions after this. So keep just building your ideas. But this is for the first round. Hopefully in the first round, we're going to find the project we want to, the first project we want to fund as a team. It's a multi-sig wallet. The team, it's not just me making decisions here. Anyways, so check that Launchpad out. But then you can go back here to the AwesomeX homepage, And let's look at some stats. Right now, currently, even on a red day, we are at 9% ROI. So when you mint today, now I don't personally look at the ROI as much, but it's nice to kind of see that it's there. But what I look at is the ratio of how much AwesomeX you're actually going to be able to get per titanx, because one titanx right now, last week got you 2.72 AwesomeX. This week, it's going to be 2.64 AwesomeX per titanx. Now, why is that important? That's important because titanx is about to get really scarce and really expensive. And we need another input token in this ecosystem. We need another input token that we can stack, that we can multiply. And so that is what AwesomeX is. AwesomeX is intended, like titanx, to benefit the early participants. And then over time, it gets really expensive in relation to titanx. titanx actually has a 55,000x programmed price floor increase in relation to ETH. And AwesomeX has a 35x price floor increase in relation to titanx. So I don't even want to do those numbers. They're too big. So let's just look at the math. It's a long-term protocol. We're not going anywhere. We're sticking around for the long term. But early on, so week 1 was 2.8 to 1. You got to mint 2.8 AwesomeX for one titanx. And then the next week we have, so then week 2, it was 2.72 to 1. So every week AwesomeX gets 2.8% more expensive in relation to titanx. And this week is 2.64 to 1. So it's still really high ratios, right? 2.8% is not, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it becomes a lot. We have a halving every 25 weeks. Every 25 weeks, the mint ratio for AwesomeX cuts in half. Every 25 weeks. So on week 25, it will be one titanx will get you 1.4 AwesomeX. And that's still a great ratio. That's still above 1 to 1. All the other protocols, they usually start at 1 to 1 ratio. So I mean, that's what's happened in the past to this point. But look at this. Week 50, it cuts even below. So it cuts to 0.7. We don't actually drop below 1 to 1 though until week 37. So really, there's a great ratio to mint for a long time. But you will never get 2.64 to 1 ever again after this week. After Saturday, when you claim. So Friday, we're minting here in about 45 minutes. Our next mint cycle is happening. And you can see that if you go on the mobile, you just got to click on the 3 thing. But you can see right here, cycle 3 starts in 46 minutes. We added a few additional features. Up here, we have the price that is right underneath the name. And we also have down here, we have the CoinGecko link and also the Dex Screener link next to the Telegram and X link. It's also on mobile, but on mobile, there's the 3 lines on the top right. And you can click that down and you can see when the cycle starts. And it also has all these links, obviously. So we have already had 1.3 trillion titanx deposited into AwesomeX. 1.3 trillion titanx deposited into AwesomeX, which has minted 3.6 trillion AwesomeX because of the heavy ratios early on. Now, those ratios, like I said, they're dropping every week. So, and let's look at how much we burned, because the burning is really very interesting to me. So today we are going to burn 84 billion titanx. This is $95,000 worth we're going to be burning just today in this 24-hour period. And also tomorrow will be, and the balance is still 486 billion titanx left in the balance, which means we're going to burn another 12% of this tomorrow on Saturday. So we're about to basically burn another almost 200 billion titanx in 2 days. It's massive, guys. This is just, I mean, this is working. It's all working. And look at this, 29. We almost have burned 30% of the entire supply of AwesomeX in 12 day or 14 days. 29.33% of the entire supply has been burned off the market forever. That's over $1 trillion titanx. I'm sorry, that's over $1 trillion AwesomeX. Look at this. We have burned 1,079 billion AwesomeX off the market forever. And right now, even with this dip, even with the red candles for the last couple of days in the ecosystem, it's still burned almost $500,000 worth of AwesomeX. Guys, this is really bullish. I mean, it's all working, and I'm really excited about it. So we have burned $1 trillion AwesomeX. We have still 27 billion titanx in the treasury balance. We have 44 billion titanx in the launchpad balance. That's $50,000 right now, even on a red day. And this, if titanx does any kind of an X, like 1 or 2X, this number is going to go up. I mean, we're going to have a lot of funding. We already do. So the launchpad submissions, guys, you want to make sure that you get your submissions in. If you want to this time, there will be more opportunities for sure. And also, there will be more opportunities after this first one. But we want to have this first one be exciting. The titanx conference is coming up tomorrow. We'd like to be able to at least say that there's some contenders, which there are some contenders. titanx sent to DragonX. We have already sent 151 billion titanx to the DragonX vault, and that is going to perpetuate the whole ecosystem. We have also burned 1.8 billion DragonX. Guys, this is just what's happening here. Is I hope we could see the bullishness behind these numbers. I mean, anyways. This was actually at $2 million when we had that little bump last week. And then, the red candles came, but now it's establishing a nice floor again. So anyways, okay, so there it is. We talked about the burn balance, which is still over $500,000. We're going to burn almost $100,000 today, which is 84 billion titanx. It's going to be bought and burned. It's going to be buy AwesomeX off the market and burn it forever. So, I mean, guys, this is just crazy. This is crazy what Jake built here. All right, let me check this stream here. See what's going on, John Rambo. It's good to see you here, man. Thank you. We got 42 people on the stream right now, maybe more, because I don't know if my numbers are accurate when I'm in StreamYard. Once we have other projects like AwesomeX in the stats page, will it have bot protocols or something like titanx? What do you mean, Amity? Once we have other projects on AwesomeX in the stats page, will it have BOT protocols or something like titanx? Well, I mean, maybe if I understand your question right, I think that AwesomeX is intended to be kind of like titanx. Like there's build on AwesomeX now. The build on Awesome. Oh, you mean will I have the build on AwesomeX sliver of? Oh, I got you. You know what? We could totally add that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So in the pie chart right now, it's just liquid and burned. But what you're saying is, will we have a sliver for build on AwesomeX or another pie chart? That's a really good point. So as we get more projects on that, I think that's a really good call, actually. So yeah, let's do it. That's a really good call. Hey, Mr. Green, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. We got. I like the green. I definitely like the green. And actually, I'm gonna switch hats, so I have a little green here. So this hat has a green bill underneath, and then it's gold up here. You're awesome. Anyways, I like the green and the gold. So, and you are awesome. So just remember that. All right. So let's see what else we got here. Any questions? Throw your questions in the chat. Like I said, let's check it out. We have 40 minutes until mint cycle 3. Now I want to go to the white paper here, actually. Oh, there's something else we could talk about, guys. If you're on this stream, you're about to get some good alpha. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to titanx hub. And what I want you guys to do, and you could do whatever you want to do. Don't do anything because I tell you to. Do your own research, but go to the premium page and check out what Mike Dean has to offer here. Everything is basically always free on the front end, But if you want to actually get some premium analytics, you want to look at your stuff, and if you want to get some liquidity providing workshops, if you want to learn the game underneath the game, Mike Dean is the man. And this is super cheap anyway. Plus, if you use the code AwesomeX, you get 10% off this or this. So it's a smoking deal. Mike Dean provides so much value for this community, and this is such a valuable piece here. So check that out. Enter the code AwesomeX. But just look at this. I remember when this was a Google Sheet. Like, he just was like putting all of the projects together, and now we have 17 projects already built and launched on titanx. And AwesomeX is number 9 right now. But see, these numbers are not quite updated because this is the burn stake number. I think this is a leaderboard. But you can see here, AwesomeX, it's 14 days old. It's actually one of the really young projects, and we're already at number 9. We got a 16-day old for Tink, 13 days old for Element. And ORX is 9 days old, and then AlienX is 8 days old. So I mean, guys, we have so much going on, and then we'll look at the upcoming projects. So we have 17 projects already being built on titanx. Now we have upcoming projects. Let's see how many there are. See, oh my gosh, and look at this one, baby. The last one, 21. That's a good number. AwesomeV. This is the Volt on AwesomeX, and yeah, this is gonna be epic. We also have another one called Alpha X, which I think I know what it is. We have one called E369, which I think that's a dude's new project after E280. We got a mystery one. We got Turbo, which is also a Volt pillar. We have Gold, which is a Volt pillar. Czar is a Volt pillar. Bull's a Volt pillar. We have Phoenix, which is Callum's project. It's a hyper-deflationary project. We have Scale, which is built on Baby DragonX and AwesomeX. We have Viper, which is also a Volt pillar. We have the Volt Wheel. We have Morpheus, which is I believe MemeFi. We have Warp, which I need to learn more about. We have X Wars. Yes, we have X Wars, which is also building on AwesomeX right now, guys. I didn't know that until I just saw it. So X Wars coming soon, built on AwesomeX and other things too, not just AwesomeX, but they are also building on AwesomeX. Lotus, built on Volt. Matrix, Mike Dean's project, I think built on Hyper. Felix, I believe that's built straight on titanx. Titan Guardians, this is going to be huge, guys. This is anyways, Titan Guardians is there. Blaze Wars, and then we have, oh my gosh, USDX, guys. This is going to be just really important for our ecosystem. A stable coin within our ecosystem is going to be huge. So there's 21 projects plus 17 projects. I mean, look at that. Almost 40 projects built, plus a whole bunch that aren't listed on here. I mean, we have like a lot that aren't listed on here yet, just that are building on AwesomeX, including Draco, Drogon, and possibly Dralios, and then also including one called Zoom. I believe we're doing Zoom, but we'll see. And then the Launchpad projects, the Lil Sumos hybrid NFTs, so much to come. I mean, read the description in this video here, and you'll see all the stuff coming. But I have to ask why there isn't someone making a movie about titanx from day one. Yeah, you know what, Mr. Green? I am a film producer, and that's what I'm doing with my, why I'm working 16 hours a day. In fact, I told my executive producer that I'm going to be late to set today because I'm streaming. And it's cool. He's cool with it because I've been busting my butt. It's been 16 hours a day working on the movie. We're done filming this movie in November probably 5th, I believe, in Illinois. And then I'll be editing it afterwards. But editing is easy compared to making it, filming it with the crew and everything. So beyond belief, that's the movie right there. But anyways, you're right. You are right, Mr. Green. We need to make a titanx movie. In fact, one of my main goals and one of the things that it's been a goal of mine for a long time, like over a decade, probably longer than that. But the decade goal is really to create a decentralized movie studio. So here's what we need to do. The titanx movie is probably not just a movie. Just like you said, there's tons of streams. And Amity, I will get to your question here in a second, but yes. So like there are so many streams, there's so much alpha, there's so much like personality in our ecosystem already. We need one thing though. We need one thing big time. We need the Titan. So we're having the titanx conference this week, which is going to get us so much more content. And everybody, if you want to help out, if you want to like work for your bags, clip all the alpha in all of the videos that you find, that you hear, that's great, that you like, and share it. Clip it and share it. And yeah, that's the way you guys can help, because really the more we spread the word of what we're doing here, the more people are going to hear about this ecosystem. And it's a really good thing for people. In my opinion, I wouldn't shill any other project. Personally, I shill the titanx ecosystem because it's hyper deflationary and fair launch. It's good for people. It's beneficial to people. I got my mama green circle now. Like I wouldn't tell my mom to go to base. I wouldn't tell my mom to go anywhere else, actually. But that's just me. You know, I'm just saying this is what I do. But so the conference is happening tomorrow. The first conference the first year conference happening tomorrow. Day 369 payout is going to be a huge boost. Well, there's going to be another huge boost, and that's going to be the next day 369 payout, which means next October, we need to do a titanx party. And the titanx party was talked about by Vibra Finance and Steve DeFi. And we need to do it IRL. So our next titanx conference needs to be IRL, I think. And I think we're going to make it happen. It's got to happen somewhere. And so anyways, that is going to be perfect, because then we get all the OGs, we get everybody to be there in person. And that's when now, if you guys still want to be, not doxxed, that's okay. Still, you could be anonymous. We could still do it. It's totally doable in movies. But like, we need to set down interviews. We need to have a film crew there. I can direct it if you guys, if we want. I mean, we can ask everybody, but I do that stuff. I produce and direct. So anyways, we should put this thing together, and it's probably not just going to be a movie. I'm actually thinking there's so much content here. It's probably going to be more like an 8-episode series, I would imagine. Something bigger than just a movie, because there's so much story to tell here. Jake has created a foundation that changes the way finance is done foundationally, not just DeFi, finance. Guys, hyperdeflation and fair launch together change the entire game. It's revolutionary, and I'm passionate about it. Hopefully you guys can feel my passion. But yes, so maybe we're going to call it something. I have an initial title, and it's a working title. What in the movies, when we title something early, it's called a working title. And so the working title in my mind right now is called Remembering the Titans, because there's a movie back in the day called Remember the Titans. But I kind of harkens back to something that we all know, or think, or a lot of people know, but it's new. It's a new twist on something, and we are Titans. So there's something there maybe, but also I'm open to title changes for sure. But we need to make that movie. And here's the big thing though. We all need to own it together. The ownership needs to be decentralized. And so I'm actually building the decentralized movie studio. So this will be a good opportunity to test ownership of a movie out and build mechanics for the movie or the series, or however we do that. And then how do we get it? How do we release it? We release it with tickets, and the tickets are NFTs that are hybrids. The tickets are hybrid NFTs. So when people buy a ticket to watch the movie or the show, it's paired with tokens, and they can trade that ticket on the open market. So now if people buy a ticket, they can choose to liquidate their ticket and get the tokens, or they can choose to hold their ticket and sell it on the marketplace, or they can choose, or maybe they make a 3 or 4x on their ticket and they get to buy more tickets to the next projects we do. So there's revolution happening here. And the only reason I can have any of these ideas is because titanx is innovation. titanx is innovation. And we are innovating in this ecosystem like nobody else. And all these builders, they don't realize it yet. Well, maybe they do because I've been talking about it. But all the builders in the ecosystem are all going to be the ones helping me build my movies. It's not my decentralized movie studio. It's just the idea and the vision that's being dumped into my brain using all of my experience of my whole life. So, but the builders, they are right here. I don't need to look any further. In fact, I think it's going to be a great test, decentralizing and making this the Remembering the Titans project a reality. So yes, Mr. Green, rocket ship, baby. Let's effing go. Good stuff. Yes. Love it. Thanks, guys. Okay. So let's get to your question, Amity. The answer is yes, definitely, for sure. In fact, devs are already deving. And this is what I want to share with you. This is the alpha right now that's coming. Okay. I'm gonna get to it here in a second. I'm gonna show you the initial version of a white paper. Okay. It's actually not just the initial version of white paper. That's the one that is, there's a couple questions in there that I'm still working on with some people, but the answer is yes. So are you going to build another project yourself on AWX? Not just another one. We actually have 3 that somehow the white paper is dumped into my brain. There's actually 4. There's one called Lil Sumos, and that is a hybrid NFT project that we're going to build some pretty remarkable mechanics underneath. It's actually still in the development process of the mechanics, but I also have some partners on that are genius. So Lil Sumos is a sweet hybrid NFT. These Lil Sumo characters. I mean, I have another partner that helped us. We created the artwork. She has IP from years ago that she's been building into like comic books and other things like that. And so we built a generative collection a few years ago, actually, and we didn't know what chain we were ever going to launch it on, and we didn't want to do it last cycle because it was kind of towards the end of the cycle. So now we're developing it, and we're going to be launching it before the end of the year for sure. And that's going to be AwesomeX Hybrid. So we'll see how the mechanics work, but we're really taking some time up front and working on the mechanics of Lil Sumos. So it's powerful and awesome. Like everything on AwesomeX has to be awesome. So that's one thing. The other thing is Draco. Draco is what we're already building. Draco is basically a DragonX built on AwesomeX and Hydra. It has an infinite mining loop. There's an infinite mining loop in Draco. And I'm going to show you the logo here and the white paper. So before I do that, we have so look at the comment. I mean, not the comment, but the underneath the video here on YouTube and also on X. So let me just pull that up real quick. I'll show you all the stuff that's being built already on AwesomeX. And there's a few that are projects that I'm working on. Let me share the screen here. Oh, wait, hold on. There it is. Boom. Right. Yeah. So you liked Element 280 approach, just hold and get rewards and take the rewards to Zara. Right. Would be nice if something similar on AWX. Exactly. Okay. So it's different, but yes, it's similar. There's ways to use your AwesomeX. In fact, AwesomeX is created now to be an input token. So I do like that pathway too. In fact, I'm going to do the same thing you just said there. That's my strategy for E280 to get into Zara. And that's actually the same strategy that we have here. Mint AwesomeX at a super epic ratio right now in less than 30 minutes for Mint Cycle 3 at 2.64 to 1. And then AwesomeV is coming. And AwesomeV is Volt on AwesomeX using AwesomeX to mint. So you want to stack your AwesomeX so you can get into AwesomeV for sure, but not just AwesomeV. Let me show you. That's why I'm sharing this right now. Let me go to profile, and then we are live. Boom. Then let's go. It's right here. Okay, look, check this out. AwesomeX is awesome. The new input token for the AwesomeX universe. Mint cycle 3 for AwesomeX only lasts for 24 hours, and the AWX titanx ratio is 2.64 to 1 today. So 1 titanx gets you 2.64 AwesomeX, and it mints that. You can claim it right away. There's no deferred inflation. It's 24 hours. You mint and then you claim. And then you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to stack it, if you want to sell it, if you want to provide liquidity, whatever you want to do with it. But soon, it's good to stack because you're never going to get this ratio again. Next week, it's going to be 2.8% more expensive than that. For every week, for 125 weeks, it's going to be 2.8% more expensive. In fact, look at this. On week 125, this ratio, 2.64 to 1, is going to be 0.08 to 1. 0.08 to 1. That's when it stabilizes. And at 0.08 to 1, it stays that. But that's basically not for 125 weeks, which is like 2.4 years, which is half the time it takes titanx to stabilize. Titanx stabilizes in 2,000 days, which is approximately 5 years. And over that time, by the stabilization point of titanx, it has a 55,000x price floor increase in relation to ETH. Guys, right now, if you go to titanx, you can do a max miner, 280 days, 100% max miner. Right now, that will get you 436 million titanx. 436 million titanx. Now, this was more than double that on day one. So there's already been a halving basically in titanx. But when titanx stabilize, and look, it costs 0.26 ETH right now. So on day one, it cost 0.20 ETH. And then you would get over 1 billion titanx on a max miner for 100 power. Now you can take this 100 power up, right? You can go 300. No, wait, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, maybe because my wallet's not connected, but I believe you can bring these up, or you can batch create. Oh, gotcha. This is how you do it. You batch create miners if you wanted to. You can do 200 of them. It's going to cost you 5 ETH right now, or whatever you want to do. But on a single miner, this is a max miner right here. 280 days, miner power 100. You can bring this miner power lower than 100, but you can't bring it higher than 100. On some protocols now, you can bring this higher than 100, but original titanx, you can't. So you have to do batch create miners if you want. But right now, it costs you 0.26 ETH to mine 436 million titanx over the course of 280 days. Well, it's going to say 1 here. It's going to cost 1 ETH at stabilization to mine 247,000. I believe it's 247,000. I can do the numbers. Let's see. It's basically 800 times 280. 224,000. So it's going to cost 1 ETH to mine 224,000 titanx. How much is ETH at the time? In 5 years, 4 more years now. That's a stupid number. I don't want to even think about this right now. It's just crazy, guys. It's so bullish. It's so bullish. So anyways, that's the titanx. So basically, AwesomeX gets 35 times more expensive than that over the course of this time. So right now, you're actually getting a huge ratio on AwesomeX. So let's look back over here. We have, oh, come on, X. There we go. So 2.64 to 1 is what you get today in 20 more minutes. Use this opportunity to stack your AwesomeX every Friday at 2 p.m. UTC because AwesomeX is the new input token for the AwesomeX universe. More than 11 protocols are building on AwesomeX within the first 2 weeks of launch. I mean, if this doesn't make you bullish, I don't know what will. This is making me really bullish. So AwesomeV. Okay, so here's the list right now, a list of all the protocols being built. AwesomeV is Volt on AwesomeX. It's coming soon. It's debbing now. It's almost done. Draco is DragonX built on AwesomeX and Hydra. Coming soon, debbing now. Drogon is DragonX built on AwesomeX and Hyper. Coming soon. That's going to come next. These are the ones I'm working on is Draco, Drogon, and Dralios, and Lil Sumos. Those are the ones I'm personally working on. Now, Drogon is on AwesomeX and Hyper. Dralios is a DragonX built on AwesomeX and Helios. But this is coming soon if it's approved by the Helios DAO. So this one has a chance of not happening if the DAO doesn't like it, or maybe they want me to change something in it. But this one's a potential. But I think it's a really good net positive for not only AwesomeX, but also for Helios. I think it's huge for Helios, actually, and for everybody in Helios. Now, I'm a big Helios. I'm big into Helios. So, I mean, I'm not trying to dilute people here because I'm in it. But anyways, Lil Sumos is an epic NFT hybrid built on AwesomeX coming soon. E280 is already built on AwesomeX and burning it. Scale is building on AwesomeX. Multiple community launchpad projects will be built on AwesomeX. X Wars is coming soon. It's on titanx Hub. Zoom is something new that I haven't talked about yet. And there's much more that I can't mention. So with a 2.8% price floor increase each week in relation to titanx, AwesomeX is designed to get very expensive to mint over time. So that's really the bullish scenario there for AwesomeX and the AwesomeX universe that's coming. All right. So let's see how long we have. We have 17 minutes until we mint on mint cycle 3. The other thing I want to show you is the white paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to titanx Hub. We're going to come down here to number 9, and we're going to click on this white paper link. That gives you the AwesomeX white paper, the official link. So one of the things I want to show you is on the minting cycles. So come down here. So minting weeks, right? Week 1 actually starts it on the chart here. It shows week 0. So week 3 is actually the number 2. Just so you guys know. I mean, some people were looking at the number 3 as week 3, but actually that's number. I know that's probably a little confusing actually. Now that I see it, now that I'm thinking about it. We started at week 0, but maybe it should have said week 1. So week 3 is actually number 2 here. So people were thinking it was this ratio, but that's next week. This ratio right now is 2.64 to 1 for week 3, but it says 2 here, minting weeks, because we started at 0. I probably could update that, make it a little more clear, but this gives you the every week's minting ratio until we hit stabilization at 0.08. But I mean, guys, 0.08 versus 2.8. I mean, that's huge, guys. So every 25 weeks we have a halving. So let's go down to basically if it's 25 weeks and it started at 0, that's 26. So we'll go down to 26 here. 2.8, 1.4. So really it's actually, I'm sorry, 24. I was doing the math wrong. So week 24 is actually week 25. And that's when we hit 1.4 to 1. And because it started at 2.8 to 1. So half of that is 1.4. So now let's go to week 50, which is actually number 49. It drops below that 0.7. So it goes from 2.8 to 1.4 to 0.7 to 1. And then week 75, which is going to be, show me 74 on here. It cuts that in half again to 0.34. And then week, which actually it's kind of like, it's not quite every 25 weeks. It kind of escalates a little quicker over time. It's basically week 74 there to hit half. And then week 100, it's 0.16. So it really actually, see, it escalates a little quicker. Again, it's 98.175 really is week 99. That's half. And then we get week 125, which is stabilization at 0.08. So yeah, this is very, very bullish. You could see the actual minting ratio. So this is how much you get day one. And then over time, boom. I mean, look at that cliff. You get way less over time. But still, this will always mint, just like titanx. AwesomeX will always mint. It will just stabilize at 0.08 to 1. That's why it's a good input token. Because when you stack now, you can build big bags of it, and then you could use it for all these new protocols coming out that are going to use AwesomeX to mint. So titanx is about to get really expensive and really scarce. And right now, you can use that titanx to multiply it. It's like a force multiplier early on. So, all right. You guys want something special? What's up, Trust titanx Plan? It is good to see you here. Woo! We have 73 people on this stream right now, possibly more, but I hope these numbers calculate right. But anyways, 73 people are about to get some big time alpha because I'm going to reveal. And actually, I do want to tell you guys about Volt on AwesomeX, the AwesomeV project, but I think it was my fault that I didn't coordinate that with Steve. I've been so overloaded with this, not overloaded. I'm at like max capacity with this movie, but I'm not taking my foot off the gas with AwesomeX either. Yes, alpha alert. Here we go, LB. Okay, so here's the alpha alert. The alpha alert is the white paper for Draco. Yes, you need the deets. So let's look at Draco, guys. I'm going to show you Draco right now. This is Draco. Draco on AwesomeX and Hydra. So Draco is similar to DragonX, but it's built on AwesomeX and Hydra. Now, it max mines Hydra to earn more Hydra and create a flywheel. What do you guys think about this logo? You like it? I think it's pretty sweet. I'm going to see if I can put these. Sweet, the logo's fire. Thanks. I know, I love this logo. It's very clean and crisp and purple because of Hydra. All right, so let me let's go down here and see what is Draco. Draco is simple. It uses AwesomeX to mint Draco, and then it max mines Hydra weekly. Thanks. So there are multiple locked liquidity pairs for Draco because in order to make these mechanics work, we actually have to run them through some LPs. And so we need multiple locked LPs for this project to work. We need an AwesomeX Draco LP. We need an AwesomeX Hydra LP. And then we need the AwesomeX titanx LP. So those are going to be built into the system and fully locked forever. Draco is innovative meme 5 built on AwesomeX and Hydra. Every Saturday, minting opens for 24 hours at 1600 UTC. Then claiming happens on Sunday. So why did we do this? And there's no late claim penalties. So why did we do this? We did this because you're going to mint AwesomeX on Friday. You're going to claim it on Saturday. Then you can use your claim on Saturday because right after you claim at 1400 UTC, you claim your AwesomeX. In 2 more hours, all you got to do is claim and wait 2 hours, and now you can mint on Draco with your AwesomeX that you just claimed. So it's going to allow Fridays to be awesome, and then it's going to allow Saturdays to be awesome and Sundays because now you can mint on Saturday and claim on Sunday. So Draco allows us to use our AwesomeX immediately if you want to, and when you hear what it does, I think you might be happy. Maybe not, but it's it. So a portion. So this right here is there. This is one of my questions. I'm working on this question right now with the builders and the teams. Yeah, I know. Trust titanx Plan. Me too. My weekends are going to be real busy. So a portion of the deposited AWX is sent to the Draco vault to max mine Hydra through this path. Now there's 2 options for the path. The path right now is AwesomeX, DragonX, titanx, then max mine Hydra, but we might just go straight AwesomeX, titanx, max mine Hydra, which would be a quicker path and probably less gas fees. because we're going to have a titanx pair up here that we are creating for this protocol. Now, just because we pull out DragonX doesn't mean it's eliminating DragonX. In fact, because we're using Hydra, and we're going to get into this, because we're using Hydra, just by inputting titanx into Hydra, we are benefiting DragonX. Just by using AwesomeX, we're benefiting DragonX. So just because I would pull DragonX out of the pathway here doesn't mean it's a negative for DragonX. In fact, this is all net positive, especially for DragonX. What's up, Fernando? Thanks for joining, dude. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, it's very interesting. And so Draco will max mine Hydra with titanx. It will continuously add economic energy into Hydra over time. All right, let's look at the mint cycles here. How the perpetual minting of Draco will operate. Yeah, okay, all right, thank you. That's what I was thinking. I just I wanted to ask the team, and we're still running through that with the developers on which path is best. But I think it's best to eliminate that as many pieces as we can through those pathways, so the gas could be cheaper. That's kind of my thought on that. Well, you know, actually, we can do something else through. I want to keep these paths clean. But yeah, we can do something else through BDX, which we should actually do something else through BDX. There's probably another one. Maybe I can actually do another, like the Vault Pillars. We can do another, like DragonX built on BDX and AwesomeX. So there's, as we kind of move through, and yes, get in on Scale. Like Scale's building on AwesomeX. So I'm very excited about Scale for sure. And I did a stream actually with James recently about Scale. So we already are involved with Scale. That's actually one of the projects building on AwesomeX. Okay. So weekly mint cycles, I talked about the 1600 UTC. On Saturday, they begin. And you can claim 24 hours on Sundays with no penalties. AwesomeX is used to mint Draco. This is why you should stack AwesomeX. The weekly minting ratio is decreased by 2.8% each week. It's the similar mechanics to AwesomeX. So Draco will be 2.8% more expensive in relation to AwesomeX every week. Currently, it has the same heavy ratio. We could change this. This could be changed. This is not set in stone yet. But right now, I'm thinking one AWX starts at 2.8 Draco. So it's really a nice multiplication there. And then, yeah, right, Dragon Pillars. That's very cool. I actually really like that concept for sure. Yeah, nice, Mr. Green. Thanks, brother. But now the difference is Draco will never stabilize. So currently, AwesomeX stabilizes after 125 weeks. It still mints, but it stays at 0.08 to 1. Now, right now, the idea would be that Draco never stabilizes. It keeps dropping 2.8% every week, even after week 125. Like it just keeps dropping and it never stops. So a user would submit 100 AwesomeX in week 1. They would receive 280 Draco, but that amount received decreases by 2.8% each week forever. Let's look at the distribution here. Draco is simple, innovative, meme-fi for the people, by the people. So the distribution, very simple. Minting begins. Okay, we talked about that. 28% of the deposited AwesomeX enters the Draco buy and burn to buy Draco and burn it every week. 64% of the deposited AWX enters the Draco vault to max mine Hydra, to earn Hydra and fuel the flywheel. And then 8% for the team. All right, let's go to the mechanics because I want to show you this chart. This describes what happens to the Hydra max stakes that are paid out to the Draco vault to perpetuate the flywheel of awesomeness. Now, there's a lot here, guys. I know this might get confusing. I just want to share it with you because it's pretty revolutionary. 64% of the AwesomeX used to mint Draco will be sent to the Draco vault. These are the mechanics of the Draco vault that will max mine Hydra to earn Hydra. All right, we start here in the middle. AwesomeX is deposited. Let's click on this, make it bigger. Okay. So you deposit AwesomeX, it mints Draco. 64% of that goes to the Draco vault. 28% of that goes into the Draco buy and burn. And we'll talk about that here in a second. And every day we burn Draco out of this vault. So this is where the funds get stored. And then every day it burns. 8% goes to the team. And then 64% goes to the Draco Vault. Now, 100% of this 64% max mines Hydra. So when it enters the vault, now there is mechanics behind the mining of the Hydra. And I'll get into that. That's not in the chart here, but there should be a little box right here that tells you what it is. 17% of the amount in the vault is used every single day to start a new Hydra miner. So basically, we will start a ladder. It will ladder mine Hydra every day. Once the vault starts getting funds in it, it will begin ladder mining Hydra every single day, which means after the first 88 days, Draco will be claiming a Hydra miner every day. So 100% of that's going to max mine Hydra. It's just going to do it as in a ladder. So it's a daily thing, 17% per day. And then when it gets claimed, when these miners get claimed, which I should put another box down here so it shows that when they're claimed, and then everything comes off the claim box. I need to do that. But when it's claimed, 70% of the claimed Hydra will re-max mine more Hydra. So that's the loop right there. Boom, 70% re-max mines more Hydra. Always, forever. 2% goes to the AwesomeX treasury to continue to fuel the flywheel. And then 28% of the claimed Hydra after on those goes to the Draco buy and burn and adds to the Draco buy and burn. So now it fills up this Draco buy and burn even above that. Now we have to wait 88 days for this to start happening. But once the loop starts, it ain't ever stopping. So this is the mechanics of basically, that's why I call it the DragonX built on AwesomeX and Hydra, because it's a loop of awesomeness. It's an unlimited infinite loop that uses mining though instead of staking. Now, I won't share the other one with you yet. That's the Drogon white paper, but the Drogon white paper is built on Hydra and it does use staking. So the Draco Vault will max mine Hydra daily. The Draco Vault creates a loop that feeds itself as it circulates every day at noon UTC. Okay. So we have a few different times here, but this is the vault mechanics. 17% of the balance of the Draco Vault will max mine Hydra, creating a staking. This should say mining ladder. There's a typo. All right. I should fix that. Let me just fix that really quick. Well, I don't need to do it on stream, but at least I found it on stream. All right. I'm just going to stop right now because I could get into that. Oh, guys, we have 3 minutes till mint. Okay, here. That was enough for that for now. I do want to get into this, though. So 17% of the balance of Draco Vault will max mine Hydra, creating a staking ladder that will be creating a mining ladder that will be claimable daily after the first 88-day claim. So there's a lot of synergistic benefits. You could go through that. Hydra max mining claim distributions. When Hydra max miners are claimed after 88 days, this is how the claims are allocated. And I showed you that on the chart, 70%, 28%, and 2%. Here's the buy and burn mechanics. These are similar to AwesomeX, but a little bit different. And they're a little bit lighter. They're lighter buy and burn because we're adding more of the economic energy into the mining ladder, the infinite mine ladder. But we definitely have this nice buy and burn. It still burns a lot every week, 28% of the supply. So every day is 2.8% for 4 days. Then we have 3.5% burned on Friday, 5.3% burned on Saturday, and 8% burned on Sunday. And all of these numbers are pretty cool numerology numbers. So, all right, mutual benefits. This talks about the mutual benefits. Draco is good for AwesomeX, DragonX, Hydra, and titanx. And this talks about why we chose Hydra for Draco. So, guys, Draco, boom, bullish for AwesomeX because it uses AwesomeX as an input token. So this is the big alpha. I hope you guys got a lot of benefit and value out of this and understand why it's a good idea to stack your AwesomeX. And it's not just this, though. It's also Volt on AwesomeX. It is AwesomeV coming soon, which I messed up because I didn't actually tell Steve that this stream was what time this stream was happening today. But hopefully he's going to be able to jump on at some point while I'm still on here. But my movies, they're getting started here on set, and I'm gonna be late, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not taking my foot off the gas, but I like the hat. You're awesome because you're awesome, and it's got the green down here and the gold up here. I like it. So hope you guys are doing. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining. We got 94 people in the stream right now. You guys just got some massive alpha. Beyond Belief. That's the movie we're doing right now. I also have the shirt on, but I am going to set here shortly. We had another 16-hour day. Well, actually, if I'm showing up late, I'll probably have 14 hours. But all right, guys, I don't show up late for the streams. I just show up late for the movie shoot. That's okay. I've been cranking on that. I have a great team. I mean, really, the best part about all this is that you build great teams. Okay, guys, look, it is now time. Let me share this screen again. All right, let's go to AwesomeX. Mint Cycle 3 has begun. 23 hours and 59 minutes left to get 2.64 AwesomeX for 1 titanx. Guys, it's on. Let's do this. Let's make this one of the most successful. Let's make this the most successful one right now. Oh, a mint, baby. Jake and Eric are now streaming. Well, that's cool. I'll that's probably where a lot of people are. But hey, we got 93 people in this stream. So thanks, guys. You're amazing. You know what? That's right, because Eric is back. Eric was not feeling well for a while. So we've been praying for Eric. We've been wishing him well. And so hopefully Eric's doing well. But we are minting right now for the next 24 hours. Yeah, exactly. That's where everybody is. That's okay. Maybe I'll see if I can join into that stream for a little bit after we end this one, but I don't really like ending streams, but that's okay. I'm going to go through this for the initial mint, and then we can stop this one, and I'll see if I can pop in over there. But we're minting now, guys. We got 24 hours to get this epic ratio. We're burning, we have already burned a lot, because we were going to burn $100,000 today, and now it's only $66,000 left. So, yeah, there's still $500,000 in the burn balance, which is going to get added in on today. There's 486 billion titanx that is going to get added to. Yeah, I should go join that stream. So, let me finish this stat. Let's look at the stats here real quick. 29.36% burned already. We've burned over 1 trillion AwesomeX so far, which is 29% of the entire supply. We're going to hit 30% today or more. We have already sent 152 billion titanx to the DragonX vault, and we've burned 1.8 billion DragonX direct burn. Don't forget, guys, if you have a launchpad idea, come here to the launchpad. And let me see if I have. Oh, dude, you have a hat. That's right. Super cool. You know what? I think I've been so overloaded. A few people else have asked me for hats, and I got to send them out. But I'm so glad I sent one to you. Yes. That's really awesome, dude. I'm so glad. Yeah, that's sweet. All right, I got to see if they've sent me the link for that. I'm gonna go into the chat here. I'll post the StreamYard link in here in a few minutes if anyone wants to. Oh, dude. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hop into that other stream, guys. But that's the launch. So we got one more day we got 24 hours to mint in this cycle 3, and we also have that same time. By the end of this cycle, we're going to have all the Launchpad submissions in. So get your Launchpad submissions in if you want to be involved in Launchpad. And titanx conference is coming up this weekend, which I think is tomorrow. Gosh, time is just flying. Also, by the way, guys, it's my birthday. Like, I forgot all about that, but it's my birthday right now. So that's kind of cool too. But anyways, you guys are amazing. I'm going to jump into this other stream. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm always available. And let's take you out on the AwesomeX white paper Boom. All right. You guys are amazing. Until next time, my name's Dave. Crypto Awesome out.